Ci siamo? Ce la facciamo? Ce la dovremmo fare. Perfetto. Stavamo dicendo. Benvenuti, bentornati. Qui dobbiamo prendere il gioco. Vediamo un po' perché non lo sta prendendo. Ok. Fatto. Ritorniamo al gioco. Ok. Mi scuso per il disguido. Spero che adesso vada meglio. C'è il caricamento lento con gli struzzi delle nevi. Intanto guardo un attimo, mi sono arrivate delle email. Ok, niente di interessante. Pubblicità ancora. Ah, le piante stanno crescendo. E poi giochi vari. Bene, a quanto pare qua non ha salvato, quindi dovremo rifare sta parte. Almeno fino a che punto? Ah, il timbro ce l'abbiamo di già. Il foglio pure, e dovremmo fare tutta la parte di lì. Niente di così gravoso. In più recuperiamo la parte che io ho perso. Faccia uscire. Dopo 3 ore e mezze di caricamento. Ok, andiamo a questo manufatto di timbratura. Quindi questo lo sposto. Inventario. Metto qua. Stringo. Porto qua. Vado un attimo indietro. E ok. E così abbiamo fatto. Adesso dobbiamo prendere questo, di che il foglio debitamente fermarlo, tornare indietro, timbrare, andare qua, alzare e prendere il foglio. E adesso becchiamo la scena. Vediamo un po' cosa diranno queste persone.
Hello, Miss Walker. Very happy to finally catch up with you.
Ok.
Mr. Curtin, what on earth do you want?
To take you back home, whether you like it or not. Come on, give me your hands, please.
Negozio.
Mr. Canton, I don't know how much the people who hired you promised for delivering me to them. But if it's only a question of money, maybe...
Stop right there, Miss Walker. You're being a tad insulting. Listen, my professional integrity has never been in doubt in over 20 years of work. Come
E
on,
niente.
wrists out. Mr. Marson? Finally, I have her. Yes, she is safe and sound. I have Miss Walker under control. I'll keep you informed of our progress. It'll take a day or two at most. I suppose there are a few procedural obstacles to overcome before we can leave the country.
Listen, all these things I'm accused of are completely untrue. Hans's murder, embezzlement, it's nonsense. And while we're wasting time here, I can't help the Ukels. And believe me, they really need it.
Esatto.
I am not your enemy, Miss Walker. If you haven't done anything like you say, it's in your interest to go back and defend yourself in court. There's nothing left for you to do here anyway. Not everyone here is your friend in these parts, I'm afraid.
Nothing personal, you understand, Mr. Canton. But I'm not leaving with you. There's no way.
I don't think you really have a choice.
Oh, we'll see about that. Help! Help! Help me!
Vai, Yoku.
My God, Miss Walker. Shut up, will you? Don't make me gag you.
Good luck, Mr. Detective.
God, I don't believe it. Yes, yes, I thought I heard someone shouting too. No, it didn't come from here. More like the other side. Over there. Follow me.
Quick! I have to get free and get out of here while Canton is busy.
Ok. Pensavo che c'era qualcosa.
Useless. It didn't break. God, I need to find something else. Unless I want to fracture Canton's skull with my hands behind my back, this does me no good.
Ci sarà qualcos'altro da qualche altra parte? Quello che ci sono le spine ma non c'è niente attaccato alle spine.
I could get hurt seeing how big it is.
Siamo liberi? Siamo liberi.
Free at last! Alright, let's get out of here before Canton comes back.
Via! Ma...
I was just calling you for help. Why didn't you come? You are police officers, aren't you?
I have my orders, and they're not to intervene in the affairs of the American detective. The order came from up high, you know. And besides, my officially designated duty here is to make sure that only people with a proper pass may have access to the town. The rest isn't one of my official assignments, miss.
Ah, va
I
bene.
see. Your spirit of initiative does you proud. I'd still like to go back to Valsambor now.
Without a pass, you shall not pass.
Ma magico.
Miss Walker! No, wait! I have an arrest warrant for this woman. Arrest her!
No.
My pass! Give it back to me! Immediately, you hear?
Forte. Giunta ai confini di Siberia, Kate scoprì la verità definitiva su Oscar. Doveva sacrificarsi per Hansol, il suo creatore, per diventare un esoscheletro in grado di condurre quest'ultimo fino alla fine del suo grande viaggio. Povero Oscar. Caricamenti intanto si fanno sempre più lunghi. Il castello. Marcondiron di Rondello.
Believe me, it's a really good thing that the nomads can't just come and go around Valsambor as they please anymore. My squid is absolutely fresh, miss. Listen, miss, it's fresh.
Things are heating up for Mayor Bulyakin.
That big boat, the Crystal, it's been rotting at the dock for years.
We're going to see the nomad souk. Apparently they have good prices.
Since the town hall closed the port, we sometimes get the impression we're living in a ghost town.
Effettivamente abbastanza smorta. Sì, ma noi ci siamo fatti tutto il lungomare. Una barca. Il signore cosa dice?
It's because of the lake monster that the locks are closed.
Ok. Ah, se mi fa interagire. È chiusa. Andiamo a vedere se riusciamo a trovare quello per la gamba. Quanto ubriaco. Si è fermato tutto. Aiuto. Sento l'audio ma non vedo il video. Ok. Sembra un capitano.
Are you okay, sir? One more step and you were in the drink.
R-E-N-O.
Pardon?
It's me, Captain Obo. Obo! Proud commander of the just as proud crystal. So don't you, sir, me.
Well, delighted. Captain, I'm Kate Walker. I'm looking for Steiner's, the clockmaker.
If I fall in the water, Taylor, it'll be to go straight to hell. So don't fall in the water, sailor. You understand? Bastards waiting for me.
Ok.
Who are you talking about?
The monster of the lake is waiting for us all, miss. Everyone's time comes eventually. To finish the work. Come on, back in the fight. Because you can never lower your guard.
Va bene.
Never.
Ok. È un po' fin dov'è che riesco a durare. Letteralmente sto crollando così seduto. Russamenti in Russia.
A tavern.
I'd rather be left here on my own if you don't mind, miss.
Someone stole 3 chickens.
Excuse me, please, miss.
Quanto alta la signorina?
Yes?
I'm looking for Simon Steiners.
Simon Steiner is my grandfather. My name is Sarah. Sarah Steiner.
Ah,
Pleased to
Sara.
meet you, Sarah. I'm Kate Walker. Can you tell me where I can find your grandfather's workshop?
Of course. You'll find his shop is at the end of the alleyway, on the left, just as you leave it, in the main avenue. Can I ask what you want with him? Because he's rather old, you know.
I'm accompanying the Yukon caravan. Apparently your grandfather is supposed to be making a mechanical prosthesis for Kirk, their spiritual chief, who had a bad accident recently. Without the artificial leg, Kirk won't be able to go along with the great migration of his people. And on top of that, the Yukons won't leave without their guide.
You're accompanying the Yukons? My God, you're so terribly lucky. When I was little, Grandfather used to tell me all about their adventures, full of mystery and magic.
You seem to like the Yukons, Sarah. I get the impression that's rare in Valsambor.
It's true that when it comes to the Yukons, people around here can be a bit silly. They go out of their way to make the nomads scapegoats for all of the town's problems since they got stuck here.
But you don't, do you?
Of course not. Grandfather told me that he has actually seen 3 or 4 of the great ostrich migrations in his lifetime, and he always really respected those strange people. He even made sure I would admire them too, you know.
I guess you're pretty close to your grandfather?
Yes. Of course he can get a bit grumpy, especially the last few years. But he's actually really adorable, and you should see the work he does. Give him a few cogs and springs, and he'll give you some unbelievably incredible invention. He almost makes mechanical objects seem alive.
I see exactly what you mean. I used to know someone like that, too.
The only problem we have is that business collapsed when he got sick. I really do believe that if I didn't have the waitressing jobs to make ends meet, we'd probably have to close up shop.
Addirittura.
Do you like life in Valsambor?
Oh, there's really not that much to talk about here, you know. I spend all my time here or with Grandfather since he got sick.
There was no one who could keep an eye on him for you?
We can't afford it, I'm afraid. I also think I prefer it this way. My grandfather is my only family.
Thank you for your help.
I'll be stopping in to see Grandfather on my next break. Maybe I'll see you there.
Yes, I hope so. Goodbye, Sarah.
Ok.
That shape there in the water. What is it?
Ma.
The lake is haunted by a demon. It's watching me. Waiting. I can feel it.
It's been hard to sell our produce since the port closed. And now those nomads show up and undercut us.
There's something about those nomads at our doors they're not telling us.
The mayor's got to do something about these nomads. This just can't go on.
Va bene.
We're pretty lucky with all we've been through. At least we've still got places like this.
I hope you find the tavern agreeable, miss.
All those youngsters trying to act smart to impress the Steiner girl. It really gets to me.
Ah, miss, delighted to see that you finally managed to leave the Yukon camp.
Yes, thank you very much for the pass.
Well, now that you're at last here, you'll be able to taste my famous borscht.
It would be my pleasure, but I do have to find Steiner the clockmaker right away.
Simon Steiner? Ah, in that case, you should speak with Sarah, our young waitress.
Fatto.
She's his granddaughter.
I met that man recently. A certain Captain Obo. He doesn't seem very with it.
And he's been that way for 20 years, miss. 20 years. Can you imagine? He used to command the Crystal, the boat that made the crossing between here and the amusement park, on the other side of the lake. And he wasn't the same man then.
Ok.
How are things in town? They don't seem to be going that well.
If you ask me, the atmosphere is horrible. At least half the people don't want the U-Calls right at our door. Most of the shopkeepers even made the decision to go on strike over what they saw as unfair competition. Also, Valsambor hasn't been the same in the last 20 years. There it is.
Sì.
Is Simon Steiner well known here in Valsambor?
For a long time, he was rather popular. You know, he isn't just a clockmaker. He knows everything about mechanical objects. He repaired everything for everybody here in Valsambor. He also designed the amusement park on the other side of the lake with a colleague of his. A French automaton creator, if I remember right. You could say Valsambor owes a lot to Simon Steiner, miss. So when he got sick, I offered to hire Sarah to help a little. You understand?
I'm off. Thank you again for your help.
See you soon, miss.
Ok. Questo è quello che ci aveva dato il lasciapassare lui. Niente. Non si smuove più. Siamo fermi, ok. In fondo al vicolo. Un osso che verrà preso.
Lost your way, pretty girl?
Steiner.
L'orologiaio. Sento gli orologi ma non sento il caricamento andare. Ma
Hello. Are you Mr. Steiner? I'm sorry to bother you, Mr. Steiner. My name is Kate Walker, and I've come to pick up the prosthesis for Kirk, the Yukel spiritual guide.
And well, dear Miss Walker, Dr. Efimova has informed me that the young man was not yet in any sort of condition to withstand the operation, and that...
Mr. Steiner, are you all right?
It is impossible. That pendant you have around your neck. I would be very obliged if you would entrust me with it for a moment. Please, Miss Walker.
ciondolino poi. Grosso quanto un pugno.
Mein Gott! An XZ-2000 automaton heart in perfect working condition. A compensating spring memory. Pendulum ventricles and small mechanical pumps. Everything seems in excellent condition. Donnerwetter! Where on earth did you steal this, Miss Walker?
I did not steal it. It's a souvenir. It's all I have left of Oscar, a very dear friend.
Ah, so. And yet I am actually very familiar with this type of precision mechanism. An infernal precision. Incredible, unique expertise. For this was a Vorarlberg automaton, Miss Walker.
Eh sì.
Yes. It was Hans Vorarlberg who designed this object. Tell me, did you know him?
Oh, yeah. He even lived here a few years. We did a lot of work together. He taught me so many different things, you know. So it is useless to try and make up silly stories, Miss Walker. And I am afraid that I am not about to allow you to leave here as long as you have not told me the truth about where this object comes from.
Ok.
Mr. Steiner, Oscar was a very special automaton. He inspired almost human emotions. But today he doesn't exist. He isn't dead, of course. Because what has never lived cannot die. Oscar was just dismantled. It had to be like that. All that I have left of him is that heart, a heart made of metal.
It's far more than just a heart, miss. It's far more like a kind of mechanical hard drive. A computer that is full of cogs, gears, and springs, but...
Troppe emozioni.
Mr. Steiner, are you all right?
My heart... need... my medication. Quickly!
Just don't move. I'll go and get your medication right away.
Tazza vuota.
Empty. No medication in sight.
Make yourself right at home. Don't mind me. I just own the place.
Un attimo, devo capire. Sa che se li hai lasciati giù. Quanti orologi? No, non era quello che mi serviva.
Kirk's prosthesis. But it looks like it isn't finished. A woman's writing saying, "Grandfather, don't forget to take your medication 3 hours before dinner."
Dove sono le medicine però? Non le vedo da nessuna parte.
Nothing that could help him. There's no point. That could do him more harm than good.
Addirittura.
No way. Nothing that could help him. No medication.
My heart. I need my medication. Quickly.
No, non c'è niente qua. Vediamo un po' col J. Ok, però non so dov'è che sono le tue medicine.
All that clattering must get really tiring after a while. Tea.
Ok. Ah.
Tea.
Ah. Ok. Ingegnoso però non molto utile se ti dimentichi della tazza.
Thank you for your precious help, my dearest Miss Walker. I'm afraid I may have judged you somewhat hastily.
Don't mention it, Mr. Steiner. Tell me about the prosthesis. I need to take it back to Kirk very quickly. If, of course, you agree to let me have it.
Yeah. I just have a few small adjustments to make. It involves very precise and meticulous mechanics, understand?
Will it take long?
Ok.
I'm sorry to insist, but I also have to give a hand to those unfortunate Yukels. I need to help them get across the lake with their herd of ostriches. I'm so worried about them.
Once the mechanical leg is at last ready, I can go to the clinic and bring back young Kirk to you. That way you only have to worry about what happens to the other Yukels.
That's so nice of you, Mr. Steiner. But why are you doing this?
I wasn't extremely nice to you earlier. And also the way the Yukels are treated by the other townsfolk here in my own town disgusts me. So I want to help those poor devils, even if I am in no way absolutely certain they should be crossing the lake.
What on earth's the matter, Mr. Steiner?
The next stage of your journey is the poor cursed town of Baranor. It has become hell on earth since the time of the last great ostrich migration.
Please join me downstairs for a moment, Miss Walker.
Andiamo giù.
I'll show you exactly what I mean.
Quanto incriccato. signore.
Look just next to the films there, Miss Walker. You should find a film on Baranor.
Tools that would have suited Hans.
Oh, ok, vediamo.
Baranor, the cursed city. Baranor, the martyred town. Baranor has been nothing but a field of ruins and desolation since a week after the explosion of reactor number 3 in the nuclear power plant. Baltimore is on the other side of the lake, sheltered from the prevailing winds, and fortunately it seems to have been spared from the deadly radioactive clouds. Our town was mobilized to go to the aid of our neighbors. Although our town's means were modest when compared to such catastrophes, there were nonetheless among us some brilliant mechanical engineers. In record time, they developed a small army of automatons capable of helping the affected people. Those men and dogs of steel could go where a human could no longer set foot without becoming seriously ill. Over there, they could be excavators, rescue workers, and treasure bearers.
Oscar! They all look like him.
Truly magnificent pieces, Nishtvar. The XZ2000 model is most assuredly one of Hans's major masterpieces.
Their mission was to bring back any survivors of the catastrophe to Baltimore, where the victims would receive the best care in Dr. Zemiatine's clinic. The Crystal, the ferry usually responsible for linking the towns of Baltimore and Baranor every day, carried the new type of rescuers to the scene of the drama and brought back the survivors of the catastrophe.
So Baranor suffered the ravages of a nuclear accident. But according to that film, the automatons you designed with Hans should have helped save lots of lives, right?
I'm afraid that's not how things went. Because of Captain Obo, who... Ah, that must be Sarah. Please come this way, Miss Walker. I'll introduce you.
Non ha ancora salvato, uffa.
Miss Walker, may I introduce you to Sarah, my granddaughter?
We've actually already met. Haven't we, Sarah?
I actually owe Miss Walker a candle. Thanks to her calmness and peace of mind, I'm still here and on my feet. She found my medication and gave it to me before it was too late. Donnerwetter.
You don't mean you had another attack, do you? Ah, you're being so very naughty, Grandfather. You absolutely must let Dr. Zemiatine examine you.
Come on, stay calm, my little child. When I go to the clinic to take the prosthesis to the young Yukol, I'll stop by and see the good doctor. Until then, why don't you make yourself really useful to Miss Walker? She's looking for some way to transport the Yukol caravan to the other side of the lake.
Well, I think I've already found the solution. The boat in the film, the Crystal, it must be the ship that's docked in the port. If it was able to transport the automatons you and Hans built, it could carry the ostriches across the lake.
Ah, that's not a bad idea. But unfortunately, there's a slight problem of size, dear Miss Walker.
What on earth do you mean?
Obo became a poor wreck when he simply abandoned our automatons in Baranor. The coward now drowns his sorrows in vodka. He's convinced that he fled because of the monster in the lake. Heh! Apparently the imbecile saw the monster, Himmelgott. So he went back on his tracks, abandoning all the automatons in Baranor, as well as the people they were there to rescue.
Grandfather, I know you're still really angry with Captain Obo because he abandoned the automatons that you built with your friend Hans in Baranor. He was supposed to wait for them. They were going to take all the survivors they found in the rubble to the boat and then bring everyone here to safety in Valsambor. But in the end, when he got to the beach at Baranor and saw the disaster and all the dead, he became really afraid. The disease, the radiation. He must have had an uncontrollable panic attack, so he immediately turned back, dumped the machines on the crystal into the lake, and came back empty-handed to Valsambor. And the automatons have been there ever since, in hell. But who knows? Maybe today he'll want to sell. I'm sure Kate will be capable of convincing him to help the Ukels. I have to go do my waitressing shift in the tavern. Come by and see me later on, okay? Captain Obo will be there.
Perfetto. Dimmi che salvi, dimmi che salvi.
All right, then. I'll try and convince Captain Obo. Thank you for everything, Mr. Steiner.
I don't know if I really should wish you good luck, dear Miss Walker. Baranor is only an open grave now.
Quanto pesante. Ha salvato. Perfetto. Possiamo quindi terminare qua questa sera. Mamma mia, se sto crollando male. Quindi facciamo veloce. Vi auguro un buon proseguimento di serata e una buona notte. Ringrazio ancora il buon Ammone per il suo follower di martedì sera tardi e niente, ci vediamo alla prossima. Notte.